My name is Cole Fagan. Today is January 23rd, 2026, and I am conducting a usability test on the Houston Zoo site. I'll be performing 5 tasks that Hitson would logically try to do when going through the website. Our 5 tasks are: here, can the user find info about what animals are there at the zoo? Here, can the user learn about the conservation of wildlife? Can the user donate to an animal society? What programs do they have for adults? And can the user book tickets to the zoo? Each task will be defined by 4 usability metrics: success rate, error frequency, time on task, and user satisfaction. Now, let's begin with the first task. So starting out on the home page, I really like the simple layouts. Like we got, hey, incoming weather alerts. Here's at the top where you're most likely to see it. Had a carousel hill of images showing every single thing that's happening at the zoo. And we got hit simple looking menus that bring up specific actions, which are very interesting. So, just starting with our first task, can we find more info on the zoo? So I'm guessing you would look through these. So going through each, I can see what to do. Animals. I could, if I open this, yep, they have all types of animals that they have here shown. And I'm guessing, hopefully, if I click, there are. Now looking at the usability metrics, there was 100% success rate for what I intended to do. Although there was one error here because I looked at the wrong menu first. The time it took on the task was about 25 seconds to find the animal fact. Overall, I was fairly satisfied with how it worked. There was not really much to worry about with this part of the process. On to our second task. The second task is, can the user learn about wildlife conservation? So, chances are, here we would go here to where all the menus are. Here, conservation impact here seems to be the best choice. So we go in, and they have this his really good interactive maps so you could check the different areas of wildlife conservation. So we would go with America, and we can see there's more info about saving the wildlife in North America, just all on here, and places to take action, and which is very helpful, and more video examples, which could help convince people as well. The usability metric for task 2 goes as follows. Our success rate was 100% because we still found the conservation info with ease. Our error frequency was none, and due to the fact that the conservation tab was labeled in black font instead of the green they were using for everything else. The time it took for the task was 26 seconds. It's from homepage to the info about conservation. And they made it really easy to identify it. And the user satisfaction was 5 out of 5 again, and because it was easy to find and the interactive map was cool to use, and helps you look for specific things that you would want to look for. Our next task is to figure out how to donate to an animal society. So of course, we go back to here through the menus. Is obviously give. Then we could see 2 societies just right here. So I'll click with the Astain Society. We scroll around. And then we can see we have a number of membership levels to go through and look at. So you would just click this, hit add, hit the members you want to add. Hit so since it's only me one, cart, or go to cart, or add to cart. And now it's added. Then you would click checkout, and that's it. So I like how it's all organized, and it shows you the process step by step. But it is confusing on tickets with the cart symbol, since they both use the same thing and it's off screen when you first use it. Our usability metrics for task 3 goes as follows. Because the success rate was 100%, because in the end, and I found the checkout from start to finish. There was one error in the moment where I mixed up the check cart with the add to cart. Here, it took a whole minute to reach checkout from the home menu. Overall, longer than the rest of the stuff. Overall, user satisfaction was a 4 out of 5. The info placement and everything else was good, but the checkout was a bit confusing in the end. Our fourth task is to see what programs they have for adults. So we can obviously go to programs, and then here it has everything labeled for all ages. His kids and families, his educators, teens, and here are adults. And so we click volunteer here, and we can see what volunteering is all about just by reading all this. So if we click these, we get more info on each way we can volunteer. Here, scrolling further down, and we can see when the volunteer program is allowing applicants. The usability metrics for task 4 are as follow. Success rate was 100% because I found the end result, which was how to apply and the info about volunteer work. There were also no errors with the situation because of how organized everything was. It took 45 seconds to find the info and how to apply for all the volunteer work that was available. Overall, user satisfaction was another 5 out of 5. The volunteer work was organized and easy to find. Our final task is can the user book tickets to go to the zoo? So obviously, we would either go to tickets up here or buy tickets down here. Unfortunately, the zoo is currently closed, but they already thought of that with reserved daytime tickets here, which will bring you to another tab, and you could just fill out like how many people you want to go with, open up what day. Hey, for example, you could pick Friday or Thursday, then continue. You could choose your time to book the tickets, and the price varies between timing. And finally, it will add your tickets to the cart, where you can scroll down and go to checkout to finish your order. The usability metrics for her test 5 go as follows. His success rate was 100%, and because I found my way to get all the tickets that I needed for a visit to this zoo. Error frequency was none, because I had no issues reaching the end of the ticket checkout. Time on task, it took me 1 minute and 4 seconds is to reach the ticket checkout from the home screen. And finally, user satisfaction. It was 5 out of 5, which is because they put extensive thought into making the checkout for tickets very accessible, even when the event is closed for different days. Overall, I'd say the website passed the usability test. The only issues that popped up were stuff like reading the wrong thing, or issues with how the donation line looked. But everything else ran perfectly and was designed very well in the end.